Hi everyone, this is Tanya here with the Memory Lane Keepsakes, and welcome back to my channel for another House Mouse collab for the month of August. I hope you guys are having a fabulous Saturday. Welcome back to my channel where I share my House Mouse collab every single month. I am so excited to share my monthly project with you guys. For the month of August, I decided to create a House Mouse project related to back to school, because as you know, August is the month where all the kids go back to school, and I was motivated and also inspired by school starting back to create this creation this month. So let's go ahead and dig on in to see what supplies that I used. So to get started, I decided to pick out some solid background colors and also create my background. When I was thinking of the classroom, I was thinking of most time you see like a brick background border for the classroom, so I chose to use this stencil right here, which is the Tim Holtz collection here, and this has the brick and also the paved stone. And so this was my inspiration right here to start off with this piece. And to do this stenciling, I chose to use my distressed Oxide ink, which is the Pumice stone. I chose this beautiful color because I didn't want it to be too dark. I wanted to keep it super light, since the walls are mostly ivory or usually a white color in the schools that I go to. And so, how many of you remember back in your school days where you are, I don't know if you, just answer this question here, if you was one of those students who were usually prepared, who always had their supplies, and your classmate will always ask to like borrow a pencil or borrow paper. I remember it really well, even though it's been so many years ago. I was always one of those ones pretty much on my P's and Q's for the most part, and not saying I was perfect because I wasn't, but I usually had my supplies. But sometimes there were certain ones I always wanted to borrow, so that was another inspiration for my piece that I'm going to share today. And so in addition to using the Pumice stone, I also used this house mouse right here. I used this one again. This one is called Be Mine. I used this one, but I altered it a little bit, and I'm going to show you how I did that. This one was purchased from Tuesday Morning. And then I used my new stamp set that I picked up from the Scrapbook Expo this year, which is from Divinity Designs, which used to be called, I believe it was Our Daily Bread. And this is the Class Act stamp set. It has a set of 7 stamps in here, and I thought this fit really nice with my card for the month of August. In addition to that, I also used my Noir Markers, and these are the different colors that I chose to use. And then of course every month I always include some of my Nouveau drops in there, and these are the ones that I used here. We have the ebony black, and then we also have the clear one right here. And then my other thing that I chose to use to create my creation this month was I used my Cricut machine. I chose to pull that out, and I used my Cartridge, which is one of my favorites. I used the one that is called Creator Friend. That was the cartridge that I used, and mine is a digital cartridge. That's why I don't have a physical cartridge to show you, but you can look it up. It's called Creator Friend, and that's one of my go-to cartridges for most of my projects. And so let me clear all this out of the way, and I'm going to share with you how or what I created for the month of August. So this is my creation. I chose to make a card this month, and this card right here again was inspired because school started back. And as you can see, I used the Creator Friend by cutting out the backboard right here, and it says back to school. And I also cut out the desk, and also the teacher's desk, as well as the student desk. And so how I basically used the stencil was the background right here to give me that brick background for my wall. And then I used just some solid gray cardstock right here for my carpet. And now when you go in some of the classrooms, it's usually just a vinyl floor. And then I added this apple. I altered the apple by punching out a heart, and then I cut like a little brown stem and also a little green piece for a leaf. On my backboard, I also made my own little piece of chalk, and then I made an eraser. Those were made by hand. I did not use the Cricut for those. And then I added some Noir, which was my glitter pen, to give it a little bit of shine on the eraser. And then I did the same thing for the apple, as well as adding a little bit of the glossy accents to it. And for my house mouse, I used 2 of the house mouse. I fussy cut those as I stamped them. And then I added the Nouveau drops to the nose as well as the eyes. Creating on my own, I fussy cut out a piece of cardstock looking like a sheet of paper, like the student wants to borrow a piece and the student is bringing one over. And this student has always written on their paper. And then I also made these little pencils from hand as well. Really small in detail, so I'm gonna bring it a little bit closer so you guys can see that. And I just love the way this turned out. This was so much fun to create. I had so much fun doing this. And in the inside, also, and I added dimension too, so you can see this is raised up as I turn it around. And I just love the way it pops out a little bit there. You can see it from the side too. So that's how the outside looks there. And in the inside, I stamped using my Divinity design stamp, Class Act. It says the influence of a good teacher can never be erased. And inside right here, I have this beautiful stamp right here with the set of books, and it has an apple on top. So I did a little bit of coloring on that, choosing to use the, leave the rest of the books plain to basically give it a cleaner look. And that's my card for the month of August. I had so much fun doing this card, guys. This is a lot of detail in this card, and it's amazing how you can alter different house mouse stamps or just stamps you have in your collection in general and create a work of art. So thank you again for joining me for another House Mouse collab. Make sure you definitely check out the other collaborators. Their names and channels will be listed in the description box below. And I hope your kids are having a wonderful time back to school. My girls are loving this year, and they got the teachers they wanted, and they love school. So I'm so glad and grateful for that. So I hope everybody is well, and thank you again for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe, comment down below, click the bell, and also give this video a thumbs up. And make sure to check out my Instagram page, which is Memory Lane Keepsakes 2017, to see more photos that I'll list and put up so I can share those with you guys to see what I'm up to. Have a fabulous Saturday and continue to be blessed as always. Bye bye.